Well, well, well. I'm back. I'm back again. And it's all about the World of Warcraft hardcore again. I know I missed a day, but what do you do? Wanted to make sure I wasn't going to be interrupted by getting a call. Turned out, shouldn't have worried so much. But oh well. It happens. It happens. Let me just quickly get this set up. And here we go. So, Rogue is still alive, which is a nice thing. And we're up to level 35 now. 35. Jeez. Feels like I've been going forever, because it just feels that way. And we're going to start today by going out to Dustswallow Marsh and doing some fighting out there. I might head over to Hillsbrad and do some stuff out there. See how close we can get to level 36 before we go back to Stranglethorn. And who knows, might even get to do a dungeon, but maybe not. And I'm still on call, so that may interrupt everything as well. As always, it's exciting. It's wonderful. Great stuff. So, let's see what we can get done today. More leveling. There was a patch recently, so ZG got dropped. And the tier 0.5 stuff is out now as well. So I'm even further behind the curve now. So that's always good. Always good to be behind, I guess. So just have to keep trying to play a bit of catch up. See if I can ever make it there. Who knows? Who knows if I manage? Ooh, patent for the Devil Saw leggings. I'd like to get those for Mr. Rogue. Not the patent, the actual Devil Saw leggings. Oh, shit. And already tired. Already yawning. It's no good. It's no good. I do have one of the War Chief blessings up, though, so that's good. So that will help me kill things a little bit. Not a huge amount, though. It's not the best of buffs, but it's not awful as well. What do I need to do over here? I need acidic venom sacs, and I need to kill a bunch of mything murlocs for their heads. I need to do. I also got some soothing spices for that guy, because he needs spices apparently. And so, had a little bit of a look before we fly over there, so that I can be ready to just kind of go, oh, you need this, here you go. And he gives me experience points for no particular reason. And I just go, yay, and run away. Is the best way to do it, I think. I've got a fair few sort of mid-30 quests all over the place. I think I can probably do Badlands now as well. We go Eastern Kingdoms. Badlands is probably starting to be a couple here I can do. Yeah, like Coolant Heads and that sort of stuff. Buzzard Wings. Buzzard Wings, I can actually kill buzzards elsewhere. I think I did it in Desolace last time. We'll see though, we'll see. I don't have to worry about that quite so much this time round, because I've been doing a bit of level farming and that sort of thing. So, it's been good. Yeah, where I just sort of cruise around killing stuff and not doing quests sometimes. Or I'm like, 5 or 6 bars off a level or something, so I just grind out the remainder of the level. Easy, enjoyable for me stuff to do. Make sure I don't have my phone on silent. Which I do not by the look of it. Yeah. It's not working very well, but it's That's what happens when you've got a relatively old phone and you don't do updates to it. So I just buy a phone until it dies. Then I replace it. Or then I keep trying to use it for a while anyway. So we need to kill spiders. And make our way down to the shack down here along the road. So, see what spiders we can find along the way. Should be able to find a few maybe. There's normally a few around. There's some non-stealth ones over this sort of area, I think. Ah. Epileptic warning. Maybe randomly zooming in because we're in a fucking swamp. It's my main problem with Swamposaurus. That's not a spider. That's a raptor. I should probably, well, if I come across any spiders, I'll worry about poisons then, but I'll probably actually need slowing poison on because I've got to kill murlocs, and you're definitely going to have murlocs running away because they always do. There is no ifs, maybes, or anything like that with murlocs. Murlocs run away. They go get more murlocs. And they come back as a gang of murlocs. Do horrible things to you. Right here, Goldthorn. Where's that Goldthorn? Is this one of these Goldthorn ones that I can never find? And I run around in circles forever trying to get it. It's just up there. Raptor, come here. I have to kill you. Now with this will actually help quite a bit. Oh, there's a spider just there, lurking about. The extra speed's good. I'll put poisons on when I'm fighting other stuff. Don't worry about it just yet. Could do with more energy apparently though. Jeez. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Up here. Silly spider, you cannot hurt a Twinkie. Or a troll. Whatever you want to call me. I don't care. What is this actually? This is like 20%. So it's actually almost like a permanent slice and dice. Almost. He didn't even have a venom sac? That's just rude. That's only mana regen. That's alright. Let's continue on the road. I'm not going to go for the level 38 spider. I'm going to rob you though. Only a silver. Boo. Hoping for lockboxes. That's right, I've trained my herbalism so I can go all the way up to 300 with that now, but my alchemy's lagging behind a bit. Been a bit lax on the alchemy side of things. Stinky's escape. Not going to go anywhere near Stinky. What do we have over here? Oh, some guards, eh? No chasing me. No. No chasing the troll. Just your friendly neighborhood troll. No need to be upset with me. Do have to remember that when I go for the captain's documents in the bay, that there's always the chance of there being a elite shark around there as well. There was last time, I think. I had to hide from it for a while. Ooh, Crow Blade. I'd like a Crow Blade in Yeah, 16 levels. 16 being level 30, 51 and having a Kroll Blade, pretty nice. Hello, Mr. Spider. Yes, I was looking for you. I would like you to have an acidic venom sac. If you don't have one, I'm going to be very upset with you. And I won't invite you to dinner. Ah, look at that. Nothing. Nothing. Very rude. He's not coming to my dinner party then. No dinner party for that particular spider. Should know better. Should know better. Oh well. Oh well. Gauntlets of Heroism. Alright, that's where I do the soothing spices and... Is this the Lost Report as well? Okay. Lost Report's in a grave or something? Yeah. Hello! You want 3 soothing spices? Okay, that's easy.
See you later.
Here you go.
Safe travel.
Yay! You want 40 unpopped dark mist eyes. Unpopped ones? Come on, man. I specialise in popped eyes, though. That's alright, I suppose. Take that back to Brackenall. What do we got here? Acidic venom sacs. Alright, we'll go over here. See if we can get spiders along here until we get to where the... whatever you calls them are. Murlocs. Like this guy. Right through there, some Khadga's Whisker. Should probably grab all those things. Shouldn't zoom out too much. Gonna need to put on some... uh-oh. We want that, that, and that. Come on. Oh, what's he done? Movement reduced. Probably shouldn't have actually stunned him at all. Well, at least he had a head. That's good. Do you have a venom sac? You do have a venom sac. Excellent. Alright, let's see. Spies report can go there. That food can go there. Let's get food buff going. I need to get poisons on. I've got the food buff. Cripple poison. Ooh, I've only got 10 instant poison at the moment. It's no good. Instant poison. See if this guy's a caster or not. Doesn't seem to be, that's good. Yeah, what I want to do is pull them out of the village to come to me. I will kill you. And I'd like to be able to steal all their stuff as well, but you know, you can't always do that. And in this case, it's just easier to do it this way. And you just pull them out to you. I think it's a better way of doing things. Sometimes it is. Grab the life root while I'm here. I saw another Murloc over here. This one we can sneak up on though. Steal his shit. Oop. Yeah, play a little bit cautious at least. Yeah, yeah. You'll be fine. You got plenty of energy. So how many do I need? 12 heads. So I actually only need to kill 12 of them because it looks like they drop a head every time. That just doesn't sound the best sort of sentence to make with that, but that's okay. It'll be fine. Patrolling puddle jumper.
I need to get closer.
Steal his stuff. Get to kill him. Come here, boy. Come back here a bit further. And even if this buff isn't the best of them, it's still not too bad. Yeah, faster attack speed is nice. Okay, it doesn't look like they all have heads then. That guy didn't have one. Blah 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 blah. Not enough energy. I've got plenty of energy. Alright, let's see. This one's patrolling around. Oh, got 2. That's alright, cooldowns are up, so it'll be right. And with both buffs going, you just fucking a bit of crazy speed going on there with your weapons, but you know, again, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Here we go. Take scroll of agility. Where are you, Cadgiz Whisker? Yep. Ambushed by a spider. No. Whatever shall we do? Shall turn you into spider goo. What we shall do. Oh, that's pretty good avias too. Be nice to get more spiders, but you know. Here you. So only get 1. Okay, no, we're going to get 2. Not what I was hoping for, but let's see how we go. Have to make sure I keep an eye on my health. Take a healing potion. Yeah, we're good now. Be right. We'll be right. No, my cooldowns. No cooldowns. Let's just steal from you. We'll go through the gap and we'll go along the coast and fight them up there. I think that'll be worth it. Yep. Right, another one. Oh crap, got 2. That ain't good. Might be an idea for me to vanish on this one. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, I used up the cooldown, but Yeah, I wasn't going to win that one, so better to play safe. Healing potions on cooldown as well, so let's not get too silly and think we can take on all of these things. Alright, so looks like there's somebody fighting along the beach already. So this may not work out. We'll head up this way anyway. Worst comes to worst, we'll head up and we'll get the captain's documents. Then we'll come back and farm for more Murloc heads. Murloc's over there. I'm not going to be too fussy or silly on these things. Yeah, got to keep the old perspective up. Got to remember, trying to get to level 60, don't need more deaths. Lots of oily blackmouth pools along here. Might have to come along here and do some fishing. Is there a sandbank that takes me to this island? I don't think there is. No, it does. Looking at that, there isn't. So what we'll do is we'll swim out and we'll get the captain's documents. And do that. Do that. There's firefin out here as well, but I don't need firefin so much. Do need to go to the alchemy trainer over in Undercity though. Get more recipes. More, I say. Because I've got the fire oil one, so I can use firefin snapper, but I don't have any recipes that need fire oil. At the moment. At momento. Oh well. Don't want to get too close to there. We'll jump in the water here. See if we can see anything in the murky greenness. So gross. These Thermorians. It's Theramore, isn't it? Yeah. These Thermorians are they're just like pumping their waste wherever they feel like it. You know, they're not completely disregarding all marine life. Any trolls that may end up swimming in it? No, they're just like, that's a very unnatural colour for water. Maybe. I don't really know. I don't actually go swimming. It's not really one of my interests. So what we do need to keep an eye out is for crazy shark death. Because I don't feel like dealing with death. Having to start again at the moment. Don't think I can handle it. Theramore Isle. I don't have any underwater breathing stuff, do I? No, I do. I do not. There's the footlocker. Not seeing the elite shark anywhere. Let's go and check it out. I do not feel like being eaten. There's the elite shark over there. Alright, let's we got the documents, let's get the fuck out of here before the shark makes its way this way. And let's get back up to the surface before I go and drown. That's always embarrassing. No need for a drowning death to add to my record. Got captain's orders. Get the crap out of here. Get the crap out of here. Water seems particularly good today. It's probably because I had to fast last night. I probably should have drank more water then, because it turns out drinking water is fine for it. My arm feels all fucked up, so that's good. All my shoulder and neck muscles have gone weird, and had to do a blood test today, so it's all feeling a little uncomfortable. Just a little bit. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Alright. We are back on dry land and back to searching for murlocs to remove the heads of so I can take them around with me. Take the murloc heads. Take them all. Murloc heads shall be mine. I should make myself a murloc head throne. Use their skin as like nice stretchy sort of fabric for it. Nice and expensive throne. Be good. Be good. That's what we all always want. Where are we at? Still got a bit of running to do before we get there. That's what sprint's for though. Sprint. Go. Go. Yeah, mule. Whoosh. Whoosh. Go. Go faster. Faster, boy. Go faster. Destroy all the things. Run all the faster. Never noticed. It actually says what level fishing you need there. What level fishing I need? Doesn't say here though. Level fishing do I need? What level? What level? Anyway. I would have thought going for a swim before would have gotten rid of my poisons, but nope. Yeah. I'm over here, Mr. Coast Runner. Let's have a little dance. Man, he moved fast through the water. This is why I like using slowing poison and stuff on them. Fuck that. Ugh. Fungus. He's fungusing me. He's got toe fungus. It's gross. Raw rock scalp cod. I know there's a cooking recipe that uses that. It doesn't seem like I have it though. Oh. Ring of Defense. rock dweller. Ah, yep, and there's still somebody over here. That's a bummer. Ah, well. We shall fight them on the beaches. Not gripping mold. Bad.
Not enough energy.
Oh, War Chief's blessings come down. I don't know why it suddenly decided it needs to give me these warnings for it now.
Not enough energy.
I don't know why it's decided to do that, but whatever. More cod and some shiny scales.
I don't have enough energy.
I think this was the one that was just casting on me then, so I should remember to try and keep a bit of
Not enough energy.
kick power, so that I can. Oh, I missed.
Enough energy.
Yeah. Oh, if I'm going to be getting these rock scale heads, I may as well keep them and try and get the pattern. Damn! That was a good thing they didn't all attack me. You know, that, jeez. That guy trying to fucking train all of his mobs on me or something.
Not enough energy.
Hell.
Enough energy. Not enough energy.
Oh, my arm is hurting too much.
I don't have enough
What did I? Oh, I must have missed the.
I don't have a target.
I don't think I do want to fight all these. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we can find. Let's see, let's see.
I need to get closer. Not enough energy.
There's a human rogue over here.
I don't have enough energy.
Filthy human rogues.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
They're just not as cool as the level 43 one as well.
I don't have enough energy.
I'm sure he'll probably try and train stuff on me. Grab this one.
Ability isn't
I do have slight concerns about all of them coming running over to me, but I've still got my vanish on off cooldown, so might be alright.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
We'll keep an eye on what's happening over there, just in case. So I don't want to have to deal with his fuck-ups. You shouldn't be making his failures my problem.
Not enough energy.
But you just never know what another rogue is going to do sometimes. Especially when they're not your faction.
I don't have enough energy.
Oh, well. So that's basically all of them killed. Except for this one apparently, that's cool.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
I mean, if I was 7 levels above these guys as well, I'd be fine killing like 5 at a time, but you know. I'm not 7 levels above them. I'm actually slightly below them.
Enough energy. Not enough energy.
Yeah. Bandage. I really don't like fighting in the swamp. Oh, see if Spider has come back, which it has. I think he was a stealth spider last time, but no well. Stealth spider, non-stealth spider, it's all good. As long as I get to fight and kill, it's okay. See what else we can find. I found a murloc. I should have snuck up on it so I could have stolen its stuff. Don't worry, murloc. We're gonna put you out of the misery of being a murloc. Must be a terrible, miserable existence being a murloc. Wake up every morning. Ah, I'm a murloc. Just like waking up to find out you're a human paladin. Wake up and you're like, oh, I'm a human paladin again. Ah. Supposed to be good and righteous and bollocks like that. Why couldn't I have been a rogue? Or I can be evil and steal people's stuff like their skulls. Supposed to be spiders around here, but I find them not. Problem with it being this way, when there's so many people being cruising around farming stuff, it's difficult to kind of work stuff out there. Why are you stuck on weird stream health things? Oh, we'll keep an eye on that. Because we never know when stuff is going to respawn. Like this guy. So let's sort this out. Alright. Come good again. It's weird, the bitrate drops, but only for YouTube. Still fine for Twitch. Very strange. Must be like an ingest service issue. Oh well. What are you gonna do? How dare you try and run from me? Come on, keep working, mouse. Do any of this not working, stuff? Come on, I just need 3 more heads. And you guys can go off and do whatever you want. It's fine. You can go off and try and kill human rogues instead. I didn't mean to stealth. So at the moment, I'm just sort of pulling them out. Yeah. 2. That's alright. We can sort this out without too many problems, I think. Yep. Oh, just need 1 more head now. Yep, and the murlocs are all like spawning right next to each other here. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, we only need a couple of yous. We don't need all of yous. don't want to fight everyone.
Not enough energy.
There we go. Murloc heads gotten. Now I need some more venom stacks still though. Oh, where was that? There you are. Don't really need slowing poison for these guys, but got it on there.
Not enough energy.
It'll be right. It's fine. Ugh. Oh yeah, and of course the raptors just like happen to wanders up to have a look. Yeah. See if we can find some more spiders. Speedily spadlers. Here, speedily spadlers. Need to harvest you guys. I mean, make friends with you. What do I want to do with the spiders again? Doesn't matter. We'll work on making them dead. That'll work. That'll work. You know, if we can find them. Or we'll just get crocodiles and that sort of thing instead. Then I'll complain about, you know, not being able to make 6 pairs of leather boots out of each one or something. Because that's what we do. Yes, Mr. Spider. I've come to say hello. Ooh, trolling leads, they're pretty good.
Not enough energy.
Pretty good.
I don't have enough energy.
I don't have enough energy. Of course I don't. And he doesn't have a toxic acidic thingy thing. No toxic acidity. Your lack of toxicity makes me sad, Mr. Spider. Don't you know I'm on the internet. Toxicity is where it's supposed to live.
I don't have enough energy. I can't do that yet.
It's like it's the source of all toxicity.
Enough energy.
Apparently I can't hit a spider of shit, but it can parry me. There you go. I feel like being parried. I don't know what it's parried me with. I suppose it's got 8 legs, you know. The 8-legged parry machine. We'll chuck some more instant poisons up. I've only got a few seconds left of these poisons anyway. Put these up. Not fighting things that'll run away. Let's go see if we can find some more. More spiders. Yes, you. Aha! Knew I'd find you somewhere.
Not enough energy.
Just need them to have the drop that I want, really. Yay! Can I get up here? I guess not. What about up through here? Let me, yeah, fine. Keep your secret, Hill. You, young Threshodon. Yeah, I bet there's a spider up the top of that hill and everything. Yeah, get. Yeah, ooh. Fade leaf. Let's go get that. There you are. Hello, Fade Leaf. I need you for some experimentations. Ooh, 3 of it too. Nice. Just hear the spider is coming for you.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Missed. Come on. Come on. That's better. Didn't have a sack, but you know. Suppose not all of us do. It's fine. Go get the life root. Wherever it's sitting. Down there. Okay, well, kill the crocolisk along the way then. Hello, Mr. Crocolisk. I need to turn you into experience points. Blizzard told me so. It's my only way of getting life root.
Not enough energy.
Thank you for dying and not taking me with you. Right. There we go. Lovely. Oh, I see something else up here. Another golden dot appeared. Bastard. Sounds like the cat's got hold of a saw and is trying to cut its way through the house. It's always a slight concern. Never ever let your cat get hold of hand tools. Entering combat. I think there's something stuck in the hill. Ow. And it bit me. How rude. Yeah, it's stuck in the hill. Don't get to play with that spider then. I bet that spider's probably got an epic on it as well. Got like an epic, 2 blues, and your last venom sack that you need. It's the only one that'll drop number 6. That's how it normally works, I think. There we go. You can tell that because it's stuck in a hill. Hey, I got to get ambushed by something sometimes. It's only fair. Oh, it can't just be me always sneaking up on everything. Don't need to fight the raptor. Oh, okay, apparently we do need to fight the raptor, according to the raptor. Why? Why must we fight you, raptor? Are you going to have feathers? Because for some reason you get more feathers than scales off raptors. I don't really get that, but you know. Whatever. I don't know why I even get feathers off raptors. It's like people have put a headdress on it, but like, the hell? I don't understand. How do you even manage to put a headdress on it? Never understood it. Ah, my ability to go up hills is just non-existent as well. No, I don't feel the need. Fine. Just has to daze me, doesn't it? Just has to daze me. Doesn't have to daze me, but no. Stupid fucking crocolisk bastard. What was that? Buh. Garbage. Vendor trash. Vendor offhand trash. And so it shall be vended, as the prophets have said. think I just saw a spider over here. It's probably not going to have a venom sac, but you know, it's fine, I guess. You don't know until you actually, you know, fight it. Till then, it's just another spider. Come on. There we go. Ooh, did have a venom sac. What do you know? How unusual. Highly unusual. I'm still dubious about it actually being a proper venom sac. It's going to turn into something else in my bags. There you go. There you go. A soul keeper. Come on. Oh, the spiders are a lot less prominent in this bit, but every now and then you come across them, I think. Oh. Swamp, I hate you. Why? Why do you want to kill me with your trees? It hurts my brain. Makes me sad. The worst part is, you have so much trouble finding the spiders now, but later on, when you're not on the quest, they're freaking everywhere. And it's almost impossible to miss them. See, I heard a spider, but this time. Yeah, you're in about the that's it. What the fuck? You're in a pretty normal position, unfortunately. All right, this is going well. That's quite what I was hoping would happen here. Oh, good. Things just got even better. Okay, spider, you get to die. I can love Swamp of Sorrows. It's such a great place to quest and all that. Or Dust Swallow. Wherever the fuck it is I am. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately a lot of expansions do get to that point where you end up just raid logging and you don't really know what else to do. Because it does kind of get like that, you know. The only thing you end up like with left to do is do like a bunch of PvP or something, or like try and do arenas. But even then, you'll find you're going to be logging on to do like your, what is it, 10, 15 arenas or something that you have to do, and that'll be it as well. So it gets a bit, it does get a bit like that. I mean, most expansions are like that. Even Wrath is a bit like that. Like I like the dungeons in Wrath, but even so, they are still a bit like that as well. Oh yeah, it's like the normal thing when you're near the end of any expansion. The content all kind of, you end up like, oh yeah, we've done all the content now. You don't really feel the need to get full BIS or anything like that, because why bother? So you're going to be getting greens that are going to surpass it once you start MOP. So it's just like, oh well. thingy's full. Yeah, I mean, and there's not a lot of point in min-maxing them when you're near the end of an expansion, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, my friend that was playing hardcore as well, he's actually no longer playing hardcore because he's just like couldn't stop the continuous dying, and he got a bit over it. So now he's playing on one of the private servers as well. So, you know, it's not that unusual. It does suck that, you know, they get bored like that, but, you know, what do you do? Can't force them to play when they don't feel like it. Everyone's got to have their fun. But I mean, part of it is because I'm, you know, streaming my my hardcore characters. You know, he was kind of getting left behind a lot as well, my mate, because he didn't really want to be like playing on stream himself. So, which does make that sort of thing a bit awkward. Yeah, I get not really min-maxing and that sort of thing. I've never been huge into the min-maxing thing as well. You know, I've always been like, you know, I don't feel the need to get full best in slot every single expansion or anything like that. You know, I just want to be good enough. Good enough is fine. Because in the end, like what people still forget is that just because somebody is in best in slot gear doesn't mean they're actually a good player. As well, you still want to make sure you get players that know what they're doing, because knowing what you're doing will actually be, in the end, more important than having the best gear possible. I always prefer to know what I'm doing. A lot of the time, the best way to find out how to do things best is to start off by not knowing what you're doing. Fucking crocodiscs. They are like some of the worst things in the world. Why do you have such a massive aggro radius, you great big lump of turd? One. Spider just over there, and I want to see if it's got a venom sac. Well, part of the thing with killing stuff when you're under geared, is actually how it's kind of supposed to be. So you're supposed to essentially get gear off a boss, so that you can go to the next boss. That's kind of the idea behind it. So, or at least that's how I've always thought of it. You know, you've got to kind of get gear off off bosses so that you can progress to the next one. Which means you're always essentially a little bit behind the curve, because that's how it should be. Stupid trees! I hate swamps. Fucking stupid things.
enough energy.
And it still didn't have the venom sac I wanted. Come on. Oh. King Crocolisk's complaining about a lot of things at the moment. The thing with WoW as well is you're still locked to fighting things around your level because of hit, basically. So that stops you from going really crazy and going too far above what you can actually do when it comes to levels. Alright, I guess we'll try and get some pop dies. Oh.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
So I remember in
Oh,
fucking hell. In Vanilla WoW, in the OG WoW, someone I played with, he didn't actually even find out about talent points until after he hit level 60. Had no idea about them. Was playing his paladin the entire time. Then he came across somebody who was just like, why haven't you spent any talent points? He's like, what points? And then suddenly he's just like, oh my god, this game is so much easier suddenly. Just using all base everything. It was just like, dude. Things like MC was also very cheesy back then. Oop. Don't need that poison on me. Alright, there we go. Mage range melee. Oh, jeez.
I need to get closer. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. Not ready yet.
Alright, let's go into stealth this time. The combat skill called Prey gives you access to invulnerability praise. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I do like those games where you can kind of do that thing where you do essentially pick how you want to play, rather than have it as a class. It's been a while since I've played one of those sorts of games, though. Need to get myself some fade leaf too.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
But yeah, he was like way happier when he worked out how to use talents, which I still have. There was a way back in that day as well. His character bugged out when it came to doing dances. So the top half of his character and the bottom half of his character would actually do two different dances, which was hilarious. or not too different. They'd be out of sync. So it'd be like the top half of his character would be doing one part of the dance, and the bottom half would be halfway through a different part. It's just weird, and I have no idea why it did it. And it wasn't even like a lag on my side of things thing, because it was like everyone could see it, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Interrupt. No long poison, please. No long poison. Yeah, sometimes I do think I probably need to also be playing some other games other than just Total War and World of Warcraft. Oh, my arm's killing me. Yeah. So instead of having a class, it's based on how you want to play it, and you just you go characters and you level it up how you want to make it. So, yeah, I do like those sorts of games. That makes them way more open. So you can really play how you want to play. Dark Mist Spiders. Why are you all just congregating there? Come on. Separate a bit. I can just get one. Grab another one. Yeah, I mean, I do like games that don't really tie you down too much, but you know, there's a lot of different ways of doing games out there. So there's always going to be different ways of doing the different things. So, which is good. Like, you don't want to be just like, oh, every game is basically the same. Brr. It's like in a game that I'm thinking of, trying to remember the name of, like in Fallout, where with that sort of thing, where you basically can change the way your character is based on, you go, oh yeah, I found this weapon, it's really good. I might just, level my character into being good with that style, or you can aim for certain styles of weapon and that sort of thing. Like, I like that sort of thing where you can makes it feel a bit more like you are kind of in charge of the way your character is. Makes them feel more unique.
I don't have enough energy. I can't do that yet.
I mean, I played like Fallout 4. I played, I don't know, something like 500 hours of that. I love that kind of game though, where you can do all that sort of stuff. Like, so that sort of character just makes you want to, I think, makes you want to keep playing more. Because of the way you've gotten to customize it so much, and you haven't had to go down some linear path to make it the way that it is. Just makes it a much more interesting character. A character that you want to kind of hold on to for longer. Oh yeah, I've killed all of the spiders. Well, me and that other person that was here.
Ability isn't ready yet. I
But I mean, in the end, I have stopped playing Fallout 4 a while ago now. So.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
For fuck's sake. It's gonna be like that, is it?
I don't have enough energy.
Fine.
Not enough energy.
Don't want to get that one coming up behind me as well.
Not enough energy.
There we go. More eyes for me. Eaten stealth. Yeah, I do like the mods and stuff that they've been able to do with Fallout, and the self-found and that sort of stuff has become a lot more hardcore and Iron Man have become a lot more popular these days in a lot of these games as well, which is cool. Because it's like Path of Exile 2 came with all of that, with solo self-found and hardcore built into it straight off, you know, in its pre-release state, so which is really cool. Like it's a lot of the game studios have gone, you know what, people actually really like this kind of stuff, even though it's going to make them eventually lose a character, most likely. You know, they're people get very into it. Yeah. I'm playing a 20-year-old game that now has hardcore in it, you know. I think at the time of its original release of WoW, you would not have thought that they would ever do something like this, you know. But, you know, gaming industry has very much changed over the years. And it's been interesting watching it all change. I found like with Fallout 4, like I really liked it, but I didn't like most of the factions. None of them really appealed to me that much.
I'm out of range.
And it was like,
Too far away.
and they just get really annoying. I didn't really like the building kind of stuff as well. So I kind of never really got super into the base building. Every now and then, like on certain run-throughs, I'd go, oh, I'm going to actually do a bunch of it this time, and I'd like build out a couple of settlements, and then I'd be like, okay, well, I'm actually getting a bit bored of this now as well, and you know, I stopped doing it again. Let's see, we don't need that unpoppable eye, but I've got the other 40. So let's get the frig out of this area. Go back to trying to find those other spiders. See, just losing the hardcore status is that's a bit boring, really. You know, it should be that, you know, I actually do kind of like the, alright, your character is now dead sort of aspect of doing hardcore. Otherwise it's not really hardcore. You've just lost an indicator, basically. It's like, you know, that's not really that big a deal. I did the other thing I did find a bit weird with Fallout was that the main storyline pushes you to find, like Fallout 4 this is, the main storyline pushes you to find your kid straight away. And it's just like, oh my god, you've got to find your kid straight away. And then it's like, all right, you've come out to Sanctuary, and now you've got to work out. Now you should just be building stuff, and you do. And it's like, wait, what? It's like it just kind of it made it a bit janky, I thought, with the way the base building and versus storyline stuff sort of went together, and it was just like, meh. Well, I mean, in the end, like, I kind of, the way I played it was I stopped bothering. I try and get the storyline to the point where the Pridwin turned up, and then I'd just completely stop doing storyline, and I'd just be cruising around the map, fighting stuff, and doing that sort of thing. I'd just like, yeah, the storyline doesn't kick it for me now, but I've basically opened up everything on the map, so I'm just going to cruise around. I can get pretty much all of the weapons now, so I'll just do that. Where is the mailbox here? Oh, I see. So people are very much on the whole. Yeah. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun to me with the whole. Okay, there's no mailbox here apparently. That's really annoying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose then it's sort of. Yeah, I mean that does sort of bring out that competitive streak in people, and an actual dead character there would be extremely frustrating, like more so than normal. Yeah. That might also be one of the things I don't like about things like leaderboards and that sort of thing as well. But I mean, everyone's got their own sort of way of looking at these things. So, but I mean, like, I've never really gotten into, like, in most games I've never gotten into things like arenas and that sort of thing, just because I never really care about leaderboards and that sort of stuff or anything. Yeah, see, for me that doesn't really, like, I know for a lot of people that would really get their competitive streak going, and they'd really want to push it and be like, yep, I can be the best, I can be the best on the server forever. But for me, that's just like, I'm in games. I'm mostly in it for my own satisfaction, not to try and be better than anyone else. Like, my competitiveness generally comes to me wanting to be better than I was before at it, and not really worrying too much about whether or not I'm better than anyone else. You know? I could be strange in that. It's probably not the only thing I'm strange in. I'm normally a very strange person when it comes to most things. Why am I heading back there? I'm trying to go down and give him his 40 unpopped eyes. Well, I suppose, like, if you're really hooked into something, then yeah, that would be very important. So, I suppose it just depends on what people's goals are in a game, in gaming in general, that sort of stuff. Like, I'm here for a good time. That's about it for me. Like, even in most sandbox games, where like I normally end up a lot of the time I skip storyline to that sort of stuff, and I end up making my own fun in them. You know, all depends on what you enjoy, though. All depends. But yeah, like even this, I'm not really. I don't feel like I'm trying to compete with anyone else in hardcore WoW. Now I'm up to. I want to get higher than level 44 because my highest was 44. But I mean, if you were actually like, it comes down to if you could actually make money streaming it and trying to be better than other people, and you could then spend your 12 hours a day doing it, and not ruin your life, then sure, that'd be. I wouldn't really see a problem with it then. Then it sort of makes sense because you can now make a living off playing a game and doing it the way you want to. And I mean that's like one of my reasons for wanting to do all these things. You know, it's. So everything aggroes from so far away here. It's such a pain in the ass. But yeah, I mean, it all comes down to what your goals are in these things. So like, I'm probably more like you in that sort of thing. Like, I like to explore and see things and do things and fight things that are going to be difficult for me to fight and that might kill me. Right, for me, that makes these things a lot more fun. So that's kind of how I would end up doing it. Oh, jeez. And I wouldn't even probably even pay attention to things like leadership boards and all that sort of thing. But it was like when I was raiding, you know, everyone's supposed to get passes and all these sorts of things, and I was just like, yeah.
Safe travels. Have a good one.
Oh, that's right. There's that quest. I don't know if I'm going to bother with that, but we'll see. Bring to fight Orc Head Tube. Somebody cool. I'll go head back to Brackenwall, hand in that. Yeah, true. The streamers basically on a lot of games like that, they will stream until they collapse at the desk and then they wake up and do it again. I mean, and that's not what I want to do. But I get that some of them want to, and that's what a lot of their audience wants them to do as well. So part of it is finding the right audience for what you want to do. Now, don't get me wrong. At the moment, I'm logging in every day for, I don't know, probably 4 to 8 hours in WoW. Just because I am kind of trying to push this character pretty hard at the moment, and I do get that way about a lot of games when I'm enjoying them, when I've got a goal in them. Because I'm like, I've got a goal in mind. I can see where that goal is. I know how to get there, and now it's time to follow the path. And that was how I played. That's how I play most sandbox games, where if it's like, oh, you don't actually have a particular goal, I set myself one, because if I don't set myself a goal in a game, I'm just going to be like, well, there's no point in playing it. I've got no goal. I've got no reason to log in. Got no reason to turn it on. You know, Total War, my goal tends to be, I just want to, you know, murder everything I can. Sort of things. It's, you know, it all...
Not enough energy.
like even with Total War games, they've always got... You're always given a campaign goal. I almost never care about the official campaign goals. It's like, oh yeah, you've got to do this and this and this and this and this. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do some of that, but there's a whole bunch of stuff I actually want to do in the game, so if I don't have to do, if I can get away with doing the stuff I want to do rather than the stuff the game wants me to do, I'll do that. So, yeah, it's like in this, I want to get to top level. I want to stop aggroing everything I run past, because this is being very annoying. Fucking, you know, I want to get to top level. I want to try and get into some raids and that sort of stuff. It's not like I don't feel the need to go, oh, I need to be full BIS. I need to be I need to do hardcore every boss, all these sorts of things. I'm like, yeah, you know, I wanna get to a point, and I wanna have fun doing it. Yeah, I think you're probably at the point with WoW where it's almost time to kind of set it aside for a little bit of time, and because it's like, all right, well, you've now done what you've set out to do in WoW, and it's kind of like, well, it's time to have a little bit of a rest from it until the next expansion comes out. So, like the guys from my old guild, I think they're all still pushing to try and get everyone in full BIS, because that's kind of how they play. So, but they also still understand that not everyone plays that way as well. So, while they're trying to get to full BIS, they're not making everyone in the guild do it as well. So, because it just, yeah, for a lot of people, it's not that compelling, but there's a lot of people in my old guild that are very, no, I want to get, there's certain items I want to be able to say that I got in, on each expansion and that sort of stuff. So, and so that's how they do it. Not my cup of tea. I'm going to get rid of that stew, actually. No, I won't get rid of the stew. I'll keep the stew. I'll get rid of the shanks. I'll swap them out for the moment. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Need to hand in quest. Where are you? Nazir Bloodpike. Take stuff.
Blood and thunder for the horde.
Specifically this guy's head. Take the front hook, head to Gromgol in Stranglethorn. Alright then, guess I'm going to go do some Gromgol quests then. So let's head to Ogrimmar, where I'm going to use the mailbox. Ah yes, you want the mining bag pattern, but that's, yeah. Yeah, see, that's actually one of the things that's annoyed me with Blizzard over the years as well, where it's just like, you can progress to this far and no further until a certain amount of time has passed in the real world. It's like, but all you're doing is blocking content for no reason, guys. You're blocking content because you want to, and that's it. You know, it's like always reminded me with things like when Sunwell in Burning Crusade and when Icecrown Citadel first opened up. Like, I understood why it took a long time for each of the raids to come out, because they were actually still creating the raids. But when they actually first released, like, Sunwell and that, they all the raids were ready to go. Like, all of the bosses, everything was ready to go. But they wanted to slow down everyone's progression so that you would keep your subscription. So you would just keep paying your subscription, even though you can only fight 2 bosses in Sunwell, for example. And there's still more to go, but we're going to be slowly releasing them over the next 3 months, 4 months. And it's just like, it's literally just a ploy to keep your prescription running for longer. Yeah, so they basically they soft locked you into keeping your subscription going for just that bit for the bit longer, just to make sure you've got to do these things to get the pattern. That's so you've got to pay the extra dollars to keep doing it. In the end, it's a business strategy that they'll all use, and that's kind of fine, because in the end, they're a business. And they're trying to keep Microsoft happy. Yeah. I mean, if they actually, if they actually make these things so that there's story and progression and stuff behind all of these things, it makes people want to keep playing it, because it makes it more compelling. But when it's just like, oh, you can buy this, but you've got to use currency that you can only get a certain amount of in a certain way, and it's going to take this amount of time, and it's not actually going to be compelling or interesting. And it's like, all right, I'm just going to log on, click my buttons, log off again, and you're just going to keep doing that. And it's not good, fun progression. It's just essentially it turns it into almost data entry. I've clocked on to my job so that I can get my thingy at the end of it, and I come on and I click these buttons, and now I go back to sleep. And it's like, yeah, that's a bit. It's just no longer compelling. Come on, guys. Make it compelling. Mr. Hyper Auditor, how are you? Ooh, apparently I sold all my things. I'm doing okay. My left arm is a bit sore. I've got all my muscles went weird yesterday, and so on my shoulder and my back and left arm sore, and I had to have a blood test today, so it's also being punctured with a needle, so yay. So the old left arm is pretty achy today, but it's all good. We push on. Just means I'm feeling it's making me feel a bit sleepier than normal as well. Had to fast before I had my blood test, because they're doing all the glucose things and all that sort of stuff as well. Because, I'm turning into an old man now, so they're like, all the time they're just like, all right, it's time for blood tests, it's time for this, and I'm worried, because I'm now getting close to that time where they're going to want to just shove a camera up my bum for, experimental viewing purposes. Very exciting time for me. But, you know, these are the things. As we age, we get to do these things. We get to have fun things. Like blood tests and stuff. Hopefully they don't decide my cholesterol is now over what it's supposed to be, and I've got to take medication for that as well. That'll be that won't be fun. But we'll see. Just see what happens. Medical stuff. Yay. Oh. Oh. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind grinding in games. I've got no problem with grinding in games. I can grind in most games, as well as most not most, but some Koreans can manage in the Korean grinders. It's good. Yes. You know, I can literally grind for hours now. So, like, I think it was one of the levels recently in this. I was just like, okay, well, don't have anyone watching me, so I can just grind it out. I'll grind out this entire level. I think it was like level 32 to 33 or something on this character, and I was just like a group of trolls in Stranglethorn, and I was just doing circles, killing them. Ground out an entire level doing that. So I'm like, I feel like I need another level. So that's just what I did. Oh yeah, see the problem with life's expansions as you get older is they're more like I wouldn't really call them DLCs, because DLCs is stuff you go looking for, whereas the life's expansions are more like forced updates to your operating system. You know, it's like you get updates that you don't want, that make your system slower, that give you more alerts that you can't turn off. And these are on. You log in and you get, should be thinking about upgrading to Windows 11. So, you know what? I don't have to do it yet, but I'm going to have to do it. And that's a pain in the butt. You know. Yeah, so I'm getting those unwanted updates at the moment. You've successfully unlocked this latest update. Congratulations. It's like, but I didn't want that update. Doesn't matter, we've already downloaded it and installed it. Yeah, now you've received the extra aches update. You've received the if you attempt to sleep longer than 8 hours update, you're going to wake up with your entire chest hurting. Not like inside, just the entire chest. Like it's almost like your rib cage is just in pain. That's now. I can now sleep in till 8:30. If I go past 8:30, my entire torso just hurts for like an hour or something after I get up. It's good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Precision sleeping. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with that. For some reason, I've been sleeping for 45 years. I sleep for several hours for the last 45 years. Every time I'm trying to go to sleep, it's still a thing. Has been my entire life. I don't know what to do with my arms. I can never get it right. Half the time I fall asleep like with my arms almost being a scarf around my own neck. It's just like suddenly it's just like, okay, I've got these arm things. What am I supposed to do with these again? Right, I've forgotten. What's going on? What if I do this with them? Nope, that's starting to hurt already. And eventually I fall asleep and I wake up and then I don't remember how I had my arms. Like, what the fuck just happened? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't even sleep properly still. Over 40 years of trying to work it out and I still don't know how to do it properly. I don't know. I don't know. Ah. Well, that's always. This is one of the weird things with me as well. I've found it almost seems counterintuitive. So like, if I wake up, if I've got a sore shoulder, like I do at the moment, I'll more comfortably sleep if I then sleep on that shoulder. Rather than okay, I can't sleep on that. No, I have to sleep on the sore shoulder because otherwise I won't be able to get to sleep, and I'll wake up in less pain because I slept on the sore shoulder. I don't know why it works that way. I don't understand, but that's how I've done it for years. I just can't get to sleep unless I sleep on the sore shoulder if I've got a sore shoulder. To me, it doesn't make any sense. It's just like I'm going to force my shoulder into the socket that hurts. There we go. That's great. Why does this feel fine? I have no idea. Not a clue. Oh, we got... do I want to do that?
See ya later. Be seeing ya. What be on your mind? What you want? Stay away from the voodoo.
1 sec. Cool. All right. Looks like I'm gonna do myself a. I might as well head to Wonder City. Gonna go do SM. Seems like a good idea. Oh, I like the idea of doing SM. So what do we got? We've got Druid, Shaman. Oh, good, Shaman. If they've got Wind Fury Totems, it's going to be good. Yeah, so I actually have hypermobile shoulders. So I actually have essentially I've got very flexible shoulder joints. So that I can do things like put my arm almost flat behind my head and, weird shit like that. And so I can actually dislocate my shoulders pretty easily as well. So I think that might be one of the reasons why even sleeping on it when it's sore is good. Though I did learn, because of the weird things my shoulders do, I basically can't do archery. Because I started doing archery a couple of years ago, just as sort of a way to help clear my mind and that sort of stuff. Because you've got to try and be very calm and focused when you're doing archery. And it was going well, but suddenly it was like I started getting pain in my shoulder. And it's basically because when you draw the bow, my shoulder sits up funny, and so it pushes into the socket weird, and so my shoulder started swelling up because of it. Turns out I can't do archery. I can do it up to about a 30-pound bow draw, but even then, if I do it like every week, or do it for longer than like half an hour, that's about it. Then I'm just then that's it. My arms will be screwed. Right. I mean, that's the thing. So I've worked out other hobbies instead. So I don't. So I've still got my bow. It's in a spare room somewhere. But I actually collect swords instead. So I've got about 6 swords next to me within arm's reach. And I was learning how to use how to do iaido, which is a form of Japanese martial art using the swords as well. I did find out another issue with my body, which means I can't do that very well either. So because you do things from the Japanese kneeling position sometimes, which is called seiza, and you kind of push yourself up to do a strike across a neck or something like that from that position. And that's how I found out the big toe that I broke still has a lot of problems. And it sort of has this massive stabbing pain in it when I do that too much. So I've collected swords since before I met my wife, and she has no problem with me collecting swords as long as I'm not doing stupid things like swinging them around the house or at her and that sort of stuff. So she's fine with it, and I tend to leave them there and look at them and go, "Ooh, they so pretty," and then I just keep. I just try not to. So that way I don't have to get arrested or anything. Yeah, so I think it's because I broke my toe, it's just kind of... So it's... Where I broke it, it's just... it just acts up. And after I did iaido for a while, it started acting up pretty quickly. So it is what it is. So one of the things, so that to help me help prevent me from swinging them around the house and doing stupid things so much, is and to stop me from listening to the voices in my head saying that it's a good and fun thing to do, is I'm actually going to start doing, I can't remember what the name of it is at the moment, but there's like a martial art where you use katanas to actually cut like tatami mats and things like that. So what me and my brother-in-law are looking at doing is actually starting to do that. You can do that in your own backyard. You just get like a stand for it, and you can get like pool noodles and that sort of stuff that'll cost you, a couple of bucks for each one, and you just keep and you use that instead. So that way you restrict yourself to doing it outside in the yard, and you're okay. So maybe I'll do it in the front yard, and I'll go out there with my sword and chop them in the when my little nephew is out there with his bullwhip, practicing with that. Yeah, I occasionally do. Well, like I'll occasionally pick up one of them and I'll do some of the moves and that sort of stuff that I know, which normally comes very close to cutting slices in the ceiling, and that's normally when I put the sword down again. Or the wife's cat will actually watch the sword just in that little bit too much, and where I start to realise that if I keep swinging the sword around, the cat's going to actually jump at the end of the sword and try and attack it while I'm swinging the sword, and that is not a good idea. So see, that'd be fun. I would have been out there. I would have been out there chopping up the cane and all that sort of stuff as well. I would have been 100% on that. Yeah, I would have been 100% doing the same thing. If we had that sort of stuff around here, I would be out there constantly with the sword chopping at stuff. But no, live in the suburbs. Many neighbours nearby. So I need to just be a little bit careful with it. So I make sure all of like my swords and other things that I've got like that, they're all within legal boundaries. So if any... Oh, all right, just 1 minute. Well, sorry about this. I've actually got a drop. Looks like I've got some on-call work I have to do. This is why I didn't. Why I'm a little bit wary about doing the stuff at the moment on these. So I'm gonna have to end the stream there for now. Sorry, guys. Hope you all have a good one, and I'll